Hey guys, this is Alex703 Rockstar. I'm back with another album review, and I am here to review an album which was requested by the artist himself a couple months ago, which is All Talk by Standard. Standard is a hip hop artist out of the UK that is honestly very hard to find information about online. If you type in Standard on Google, of course, you'll get a lot of other things, but even putting in more keywords, I can only find his Bandcamp, which has almost no information about the artist himself, and you can't find anything almost anywhere else. So I'm really going off the music right here. I'm gonna assume he produced the album himself. If I'm wrong, hopefully he can alert me to that fact. Uh, but just given the image that it acts as the album cover, it would seem like this was really his project. And I think All Talk is a great title for this album. With the cover, him having all the sheets of paper, I think because he talks about sort of his emotions and doing a lot of things, but he gives off this image of someone that finds it very difficult to actually take actions and do what he wants to do. Um, this album gives the impression of a very frustrated, angry, and even the first couple of tracks are definitely uh, of a raging person, and he has this sort of inimitable quality which is that he's able to disconcert you with his songs, and I think that's the best quality any artist can have. I love happy music too, but all my favorite artists have some sort of tension that they can take advantage of you in, like Queens of the Stone Age, Mike Patton. They know how to take advantage of tension and sort of throw you off guard, I think, in their best works. And I think he has that too, which is, very high praise. And then later in the album, it sort of reveals how depressed he is. So I think that it doesn't follow some sort of a concept or story arc, but I think the mood of the songs follows a really cool pattern where it shows his anger, his rage, and then it's sort of like the artist collapsing and falling apart. And it's almost all the tracks are just him. There's one guest appearance by Catch 22, another rapper who I've never heard of before, but he's very good on his song. Um, and one thing I must mention is Standard does not seem like an impressive rapper if you just sort of if you just listen to him. His flow isn't especially fast. Other people have faster timing, better multis, and all this stuff. But some of the lines he drops here are really memorable and impressive. I would say he says that he's a connoisseur of half-assed notions. I think that's a great line. I think in the context of the songs, he has some very very powerful lines, and I'd say some very great hooks. His hooks, I don't know, they sort of are able to sum up the song sometimes in four or five words, which is brilliant. Um, like on the first song, "What Am I Doing Here?" I think the hook is who the fuck am I? Well, who the fuck are you? Just the way he delivers it is spot on. I would say. I think that's brilliant. He has this hook where it's if it can be bent, it can be broken. It sums up the song so beautifully in just a couple of words. I think that's an incredible talent to possess because many artists struggle so much with hooks, especially in hip hop, resort to samples or having another singer do it. He doesn't need that, um, and I think so lyrically and hook wise, it's fantastic. He's a writer. This guy, he knows how to write. Um, the one thing I will say is that the song is a bit of a one trick pony with the song structures. They stay very much the same throughout the song, and they're not verse chorus verse chorus verse chorus, but they're always verse chorus and then verse, and then when you think the second chorus will come, he just sort of lets the beat ride out for sort of intensity or tension, and at first it works wonders. On the first couple of songs, you say, like, wow, this, it sort of throws you off balance, adds to that effect. But as it wears on, you realize that it's happening on every song, and you're like, all right, give it up, bro. Um, when it comes to production, his production is very creepy on most of the songs, and then towards the end of the album, it turns into these very sad, melancholic songs. And I don't think he's as good as on point at producing those. I think they're not bad beats, but they've been done before. All these, sad keyboards with the grainy vinyl-esque sound effects in the background, and the slow drums. I think it's been done before. And I mean, then again, so have his sort of dark beats in the beginning with all those minor chords, and everything, and strings in there. They've been done before, but I think they're used to pretty solid effect here. How he raps, I can't even describe his style because I don't want to label it as horrorcore because it's not, but there are elements of it in there. He just doesn't go on crazy metaphor tangents. In some instances, he's like Plan B on the song Arrow. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's like Our Burrows with an O in the middle. Maybe I have a typo on my iTunes. That's very Plan B-esque from his first album, I would say. Some songs sound more like Rhyme Asylum style, but I think he definitely has his own niche there. So I think he should exploit that because he is an original artist, I would say. Anyway, I've been rambling for long enough. Very well done, Standard. I wish I could know more about you. Or maybe not, because you seem like a dark and depressed guy. I'm going to give this a 7.75 out of 10. I've been giving so many of these albums such high scores, but that's because the albums coming out from the UK underground hip-hop scene are fantastic as a whole. The scene is great. The albums I've been receiving in the mail, and thank you to all the people who sent them to me in the mail, or that I've paid for, then I guess I should expect it. They've been, for the most part, excellent, so really well done. Anyway, see you guys later. 7.75 out of 10. Peace!